Hello everyone. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to write table in writing task 1. Most students find it difficult to organize the information from table because there is so much data to write about. Here I have a question. It says the table below shows the proportion of income spent on four common items in the UK in 1998. Here you can see a table. In a row, there are four items: food, electronic equipment, music, and videos. In a column, you can see adults, men, women, children, boys, and girls. There are four paragraphs for table like pie chart and bar diagram. They are introduction, overview, body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. In introduction part, I'm simply going to paraphrase the question. In overview, I'll be talking about the highest and lowest of adults and children. I'm not going to include the genders men, women, and boys, girls in my overview. That will be included in body paragraphs. Then in body paragraph 1, I'll be talking about adults in detail, including men, women. After that, for body paragraph 2, I'll be talking about children in detail, including boys and girls. First, in the introduction part, we have to paraphrase the question. Here, the question says the table. I have written the similar word, the table, below. In question, the table is below, so it has written below, but in your answer sheet, there is nothing is below. So skip that word. Shows. I have written gives information. You can write illustrates, depicts, depending on the noun. The proportion of income, I have written the percentage of income spent on four common items. Here I can write the names of those four items. Allocated to food, electronic equipment, music, and videos by adults and children in the UK in 1998. I have written in the UK in 1998. Understand that while paraphrasing, you don't need to replace every word with similar word. You can write some words as it is, like I have written in the UK in 1998. With figures categorized by gender. In the table, you can see adults and children are categorized by gender, men, women, boys, girls. So I have written that information in my introduction. Moving to overview, I'm going to write the general information. Here you can see adults distributed the largest proportion of their income to food, while remaining accounted for small figures. However, children allocated the highest percentage of their income to music, and food represented their least expense. I have written overall. Overall is a great opening word to show the examiner that you are talking about the overview paragraph. So don't miss that word. You can also write in general. Overall, adults distributed the largest proportion of their income to food, while the remaining items accounted for relatively small figures. By contrast, children allocated the highest percentage of their income to music, and food represented the least expenditure. Here you can see I have written distributed. Distributed to. You cannot write distributed for, okay? This is a great prepositional phrase used in tables. You have to write distributed to. Don't write distributed for. Also, I have written accounted for. You cannot write accounted to. So be correct with that prepositional phrase. Regarding body paragraph 1, I'll be writing information about adults, including men and women. Here you can see adults. For adults, Food accounted for a quarter of their income. Quarter means 25%. Although women spent considerably more, which was 39%, than men, which was 14%. Men, on the other hand, spent or used 10% of their income on electronic equipment, which was 10 times the proportion spent by women. Here you can see women spent only 1% of their income on electronic equipment, but men use 10% of their income on electronic equipment. However, both genders spent an equal share at 5% on music, while spending on videos was 1% overall. Here you can also write overall instead of including both genders' data. Men, on the other hand, use 10% of their income on electronic equipment, 10 times the proportion spent by women. Both genders spent an equal share. Share is a synonym of proportion or percent at 5% on music, while spending on videos was 1% overall. For body paragraph 2, I'll be writing information about children, including boys and girls. Here you can see music was the highest category for children. Expenditure on electronic equipment was 23% overall. Both genders used about 18% of their income on videos, while spending on food was 10% overall. For children, this is a great way to show the examiner that you are talking about children or body paragraph 2. Music was the highest category, with boys allocating 38% to it. It means music, and girls slightly more at 40%. Expenditure on electronic equipment was 23% overall, although girls used only 5% of their money on this. This means electronic equipment. This is called referencing. This will be counted under criteria coherence and cohesion. Both genders used around 18% of their income on videos. Spending on food was 10%, with girls spending 2% more than boys. You can see here girls at 11%, boys at 9%, but girls use 2% more compared to boys. The total word count of this writing is 186. The tense used is past because 1998 has been written. The linking words used in this writing are by contrast, on the other hand, while, although. Remember that linking words will be counted under criteria coherence and cohesion. Make sure you use them naturally. Don't try to use more linking words, but be precise on how to use them. In this way, you can do table. If you like this video, then don't forget to comment and share. Thank you for watching.